Hi, Alan SoCal, and I'm going to do a quick review on a power bank offered by, I'm going to pronounce it Conchuan, C-O-N-X for the sh, and W-A-N for the Huan. So Conchuan store. And it is in fact a 26,800 milliampere hour high capacity power bank, and it does offer quick charging. Number one, I don't rate my power banks in the milliampere. I rate them by ampere. So therefore, 26,800 milliampere hour capacity to me is just 26.8 ampere hour. Further, I value the power banks for their primary purpose of providing power, forget all the other fancy schmancies here, and cost per ampere hour. So I take the cost, in this case $28, divided by 26.8 ampere hours, and I get cost per ampere hour. This particular power bank came in at $1.04 per ampere hour. So then I went on the page, the vendor page, and went a bit further down and looked at comparables. And frankly, almost everything that was close to this was about a buck plus a few pennies per ampere hour. So it's in line. You've probably looked already at the vendor page. This particular unit has 3 USBs, standard USBs out. And right over here on my far left, but well, I won't even guess. But anyway, right over here is a USB-C output, but it's also the input when you're charging. So it's an in-out C. Corresponding, the product is packaged with a USB-C to C cable, C to shining C, and a USB standard to a C. So with this particular cable, you could charge certainly other C configuration devices, their inputs being a USB-C. And then with this one, you can plug this into a power supply of some sort. And then the C output here goes in here, and you're charging your power bank. I charged this a couple of days ago. I think it took 2 hours, 3. I've got a quick charge supply over there, a 65 watt, and I just connected it, and it charged up to a full 100. The other feature, when I tell you it charged up to 100%, would in fact be the small LCD display, and I think you can see it. It now should be saying 100%, but as it's charging I can tell just where it's at. So that was a nice feature. It's better than 4 LEDs going up, and you know, that only gives me every 25% a confidence level. Bring myself back into the frame. Gives me a confidence level every 25% of the charge, but nothing in between, so that's not so bueno. It's got all sorts of protections. Most of the new units are engineered the same. So anyway, I'm going to give this 5 stars. I think it's a respectable power bank, and I could recommend it. If you want to upgrade from this, you'll find similar sized power banks, but some of them have wireless charging. That's a good feature, and you could pay a little more for that and it would be worthwhile. Some of them have wireless charging and solar cell panels. Some have no wireless charging and either one panel built in. I have a couple that actually fold out, so I have 3 panels plus one built into the case, plus that one has wireless charging. So I think that was a $50 power bank, and it was rated, I believe it was rated 26.8 ampere hour, 26,800 milliamps. So that's it. I think it's a fair 5-star item. I didn't see any glaring issues, and the big plus for me was actually the display giving me a more detailed idea of just how much charge I've got left.